Does that dirt look familiar? Nice black dirt. That ought to grade out nice for this runway. One load, 19 more to go. Alrighty, so I've got all the grass stripped off. Everything pretty well rough graded. I got to finish from about that little windrow over. Got 2 loads of topsoil, and I got Tim spreading that out. It's a little bit wet, but it's 90-some degrees and there's a good breeze. I don't think it'll take too long to dry out here. So I'm going to work on the main runway over there, getting that graded out and that windrow pushed over and kind of fill in all the little voids. And I'll just keep on working my way down and over. So everything is graded out now. I'm going to go up here and help him grade out this topsoil. He's getting it spread out. I'll slick it up, let it dry a little bit, and grade it out a little bit more tomorrow. Well, you can definitely tell where I'm putting the topsoil I screened at. Night and day difference. But Tim's spreading it out for me. I'm coming up here with the grader and blading it out. It's a little bit wet, but I'm just putting down a couple inches so it won't take long to dry out. That 6 inches of rain kind of got a little bit wet in that pile, but it'll dry out. It's 90-some degrees out here with full sun, so it won't take long. So I'll let him get that knocked down and I can just windrow this dirt right out and across. But if this won't grow grass, I don't know what will. we got that dirt spread out. Way the sun can kind of get on it and dry it out a little bit. And I'll just keep windrowing it over. I think that was 6 loads and we're doing 20. Started chaining everything this morning. I brought the tractor with the landscape rake on the back. Hopefully we can rake through some of that topsoil and kind of stir it around. It should dry out pretty good out here in the sunshine today. Tim's over there spreading load out. And I got my homemade drag there. A friend of mine made me out of that old mini excavator track. And that should kind of, once I grade everything out with the motor grader, and should be able to run over it with that, and that should break it up just enough where the grass seed should take. At least that's the hopes, at least. So let me get this unloaded. So the rake is working pretty good to break this stuff up a little bit. Get a little sunshine on it today, and I run over it a couple more times with the grader and drag it. I think it'll be good to go. It'll dry out pretty good with the little fingers right there raking around. Let's open the dirty window so you can see. Mixing it up. Oh, this is drying out pretty nice. That's the stuff from this morning. It's still kind of wet, but everything I raked, I've just run over it with the grader, and you can tell how nice it's grading out. So I'm gonna make one more pass on the end and put the drag behind the tractor and run over it, and this should be good for this end. We'll see how well it drags out. Let's do a little dragging and see how well it works. I haven't never drug any topsoil before, so we'll see how it does. Well, it didn't break the rake off, so that's a good sign. Fantastic job, especially like these lines right here on the edges blending the topsoil in with the grass. I'll run right down it and it should just blend it right in. All the hard work out of it right there. Blends it right in. Yeah, that looks pretty good. See how it does with the edge of the runway. Get a little dirt out there, but it'll be okay. Let's just rub that in there nice and dandy. I'll spread a little bit out for them. Well, heck, even on the grass it ain't bad. Look at that. Let's make another long pass here. That's gonna leave a nice finish. Drags out all the tire prints and leave just enough fine material for the grass seed to take root in. A little bit of a soft spot right there. I'm happy with that. I'm gonna get it much smoother than that. Plus it's carrying enough where, like this spot I'm about to pass over, see where it's stripped the clay kind of stuck to it and it stripped it off. I can kind of fill it in. I'm happy. So the clouds are rolling in. Not really looking forward to that. Hopefully it doesn't bring too much rain. Tim's on the tractor, raking it with a rake to kind of break it up a little bit. Get some air to it so it dries out. Everything else I've done is worked out good, so let it do that. As you can tell, the wind's blowing. And just let it rake, just rake it out, let it dry a little bit, grate it out, rake it one more time. But up here, everything I did, I'm pretty much done from halfway over. I'm happy with the way all that looks, but you can tell how much, you can see the lightness in it when it's starting to dry out. It just got wet from that big rain we had a couple weeks ago. We got like 6 inches of rain. It soaked in there a lot more than I thought it would. But only being a couple inches deep, thick here, it dries out fairly nice. So that's pretty much what it's going to look like right there when it's done. I'll drag over this one more time. I'll probably run over that over there as well. I'll just let this keep drying out. You can see how much lighter it gets once it dries. But the good news is it'll hold moisture, so that once the grass gets growing, hopefully it'll soak up enough moisture where it won't have to be watered every day. is a problem. The rain got here, and yeah, I'm just trying to knock it down and go home, because yeah, ain't gonna gonna be, oh look at the water pouring off my cab. Not gonna be able to do much more here. About 2 more passes. I'm done. Oh, I'm just treading mud now. Doggone it. Just had all this raked out to dry too. Yeah, this is gonna be my last pass. I ain't doing nothing but making the problem worse. Alright, well, so much for today. Catch you next week. Thank God it only rained for 10 minutes. It was about to get dry. Lord have mercy. Timmy gonna have to wash that. He keeps treading mud. Lord have mercy. Well, I'm gonna say that's it for today. We'll have to worry about that on Monday. Well, that big pile of topsoil is just mere a few loads left now. I figured I had screened I had about 28 or 30 and hauled off 21, I think. So that's the 8 loads I needed for another project, so that should work out just right then. Perfect. Love it when a plan comes together.